Friends, welcome to the Johnson City Living Podcast, where we learn about the people, places, events, and flavors that make Johnson City a lovely place to live. It really is just a beautiful spring day here in Johnson City. I'm here with a friend of mine, Randy Almanzor, who is the proprietor of CS McCullough's down below us. We're in the old King. No, it's not the King building. It's what
The
building?
Beehive.
We're in the Beehive currently, yes, that our friend owns, Owen Haynes. Shout out to him. And so Randy has a little barber shop down there. You want to tell us one? Tell me about Randy. Tell the audience about Randy Almanzor.
All right.
Where'd you grow up?
I grew up in St. Petersburg, Florida.
Right around the corner from here.
Yeah. Short little 12-hour drive. Um, so I grew up there and was there until I went off to college. Went to college at Samford University
Uh-huh.
in Birmingham, Alabama. When I graduated there, my sister had married a guy from up here, and I'd come up here a bunch of times to visit and stuff. So
What's your sister's name?
Malia Grant.
Yep, I know Malia. She's embroidered some stuff for us.
She has.
She does a great
Sure,
job.
she
Super
does.
sweet too.
Yeah.
And
She's now the CEO of the Ronald McDonald House in Johnson City.
yes. And I
So
went there one day and they don't have a cheeseburger in sight.
what?
I know.
Oh, come on.
I was like, Malia, come on.
She did get to go visit the like McDonald's headquarters in Chicago,
Oh, cool.
and apparently you can get anything off of their menu from around the world
Ooh,
because the menus, I guess, are different
yeah,
everywhere you go.
right.
So you can get all kinds of crazy
The whole
burgers
metric
and
system, no
yeah.
quarter pounder with cheese.
Yeah,
Good.
that's right. So,
So
but yeah,
your claim to fame, it sounds like, is Malia is your sister.
pretty much
What
that
did you
is
get your degree in from Sanford?
a religion.
What? That's awesome. I didn't even know you could do that.
Yeah. So it was a religion degree with a focus on congregational studies.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And how did you put that to work straight out of college?
I worked for Rise Up for 7.5 years.
Yes, you did.
So running their after school program for middle school and high school boys. So, which was a great organization to work for, which I
Yes.
believe
We had Mike on there
you
not
talked to
long
Mike
ago.
a couple weeks
Yeah,
ago.
yeah, and I love that organization. We're big fans. And
So,
so you're at Rise Up for 7.5 years,
yep.
mentoring kids.
Yeah, it was great. I really enjoyed working with all those students, and some of those students I still see around and
Yeah.
run into them, and um, seeing them having kids now, which is crazy.
Right. You're like, I
So
can't be old enough.
right,
Right.
exactly. So
You just had your first baby.
I did. He just turned 1 back on the 12th.
What's his name?
Olin.
Gotcha. Of course. That's right. You told me that. And
Yeah,
I said, you just left off the C. It's supposed to be Colin.
yeah, that's right. That's right.
And Olin should pronounce his name Olin, but he
Yeah,
doesn't. But
yeah.
anyway.
So,
And tell me about your wife.
my wife, Kayla, we've been married for 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
I think I got that right.
Hopefully.
Hopefully,
I won't quiz you on your
she'll let me
anniversary
know.
date. Yeah.
June 10th. I know that one.
That a boy.
And she is a nurse practitioner um, over in Kingsport.
Oh,
So,
fun.
but yeah, she's from here, so she's local.
Okay.
So she's from Kingsport, which I guess is here.
It's Johnson City Living Podcast.
Oh,
And so
she's not from
she's
here.
not from here.
No, she's an out. So
she's probably glad that she's not here with me this morning. Yeah, and so tell me one thing first of all. What do you truly love about Johnson City?
I love the community, just the camaraderie of everything here,
Mm-hmm.
and that was really the reason why, like, I opened the shop, and and really where I opened the shop because I'd really gotten to know several of the downtown business owners,
Uh-huh.
and they all just when we started opening just came right alongside me to help, and since we've opened they've always been kind of right there supporting us and helping us, and so not just the community of business owners but then the community just in general have always been a huge support,
Yeah.
and really enjoyed seeing downtown kind of develop over the we've been open, it was 5 years in January, And so watching downtown kind of develop
Mm-hmm.
and evolve over the last 5 years has been really cool to watch. And so
Sounds like you're taking credit for it. Because about 5 years ago, you started, and now
that's right.
downtown is
That's
like totally
right.
different over the last 5 years.
Exactly.
Yes. So, what prompted you to? I mean, and I don't know if it was we're leaving Rise Up. I'm leaving Rise Up. I'm going to start a barber shop, or was that is that kind of the progression of things, or
No,
how did?
so there was I left Rise Up and actually moved to Philadelphia. I
Hmm,
was in
you
Philadelphia
left
for
that out?
yeah, yeah. Sorry. I was in Philadelphia for 3.5 years, and I worked for Apple up there. Um, so
I do remember this. I
yeah.
think I even called you to see if you'd give me a deal on a computer, and you said no. So, how did you go from Rise Up to Apple?
So I actually went up there, and you know, part of my story is I came back because of divorce up in Philly,
Hmm.
and so I went up there um, with my first wife, and we were living up there, and I had no idea what I was going to do when I moved up there, and so I just started looking around. And I tell people I used to work for an apple cart because I used to work at Banana Republic in the morning,
Hmm.
and I would work at Apple in the afternoon. So I was a fruit salesman. Um, and so
Orange Julius later.
that's right. Um, so eventually, I transitioned at Apple onto the business team, in which I supported and helped companies under Fortune 500. So I would build IT solutions for them based on Apple products, train their staff and everything. So I moved to that position pretty quickly. So I did that went full time at Apple, um, and did that pretty much for 3.5 years. So
That's cool.
yeah, that's kind of where I got my like business,
Acumen.
yeah, entrepreneur kind of,
Uh
because I
huh.
talked to a lot of businesses up there. One guy was one of my favorites was his sons were really into baseball
Okay.
and couldn't find bats that they really liked. So he learned how to make baseball bats, and now he makes baseball bats. He's like a boutique baseball bat company for major league
What's
players.
that guy's name?
Um, oh my
Of
gosh.
course, I'd ask you, but I'd heard
Yeah.
something about that. Somebody else mentioned that not long ago, and it
Ugh,
may have been Mike, but I don't know that it was. I think it was another friend of mine, which
really?
is odd,
Yeah, but he's right there in Philly and he's got this like tiny little warehouse with 3 batting cages in it. Um,
but just makes the best bats ever.
yeah, I mean,
People are like, yeah,
there's all kinds of really big players that swing his bats.
that's crazy.
Yeah,
Okay.
so yeah, so then I got divorced and I moved back here
Right.
because all my family's here. My parents are here. My sister's here. So when I moved back,
Now, let's go back to Pensacola a little bit. Just what did your parents do in Pensacola?
St. Pete.
St. Pete. Sorry.
That's right.
They didn't go to, they may have visited.
I'm sure they've been to Pensacola. Um,
This is a
my
great, doing a good job on
Yeah,
that.
yeah. My mom is a teacher or
Okay.
was a teacher, and she was actually an network science. Well, she was an earth science teacher and a computer science teacher.
Oh, wow.
So that's kind of where I got my computer kind of thing.
Uh huh.
And my dad was retired Coast Guard as well as a correctional officer at the jail in our county, which is it was a
Rough.
it was a big jail.
And
So
that's a rough gig.
yeah, and he worked night shift.
Ooh.
So he would leave our house every night at like 7 and come home at like 8 in the morning.
While you're already headed off to school.
Yeah, which was nice though because he was always home in the afternoons to like
Yeah.
pick us up, and
That's cool.
so always got to hang out with him in the afternoon stuff. But
Brother, so you got a sister? Do you have a brother?
nope,
Nope.
just my sister and
Just
I.
you two. Okay.
She's
Okay.
old and she's older.
I won't say. I won't let her know that you said she was older. Um. Okay. Sorry.
No, you're
So
good.
you came back from Philly.
Came back from Philly. Worked kind of some odd jobs. Worked for a guy named John Smith doing some remodeling,
I
construction
love
kind of
John
stuff.
Smith. He is such a good dude.
He is, and he does some amazing work.
I don't know, like that guy could build a house by himself, and
It's
I'm like,
insane.
how do you? I mean, you'll come back and you're like, how did you even move that timber thing?
I
I
asked
mean,
him the same things. Like,
I think
we'd
it's
be doing stuff, and I'd be working on some, like at another project or something for a day, and I come back and there's like huge beams lifted up, and I'm like, how did you even get that up there?
yeah.
Because he doesn't. We were hanging sheetrock one time on the ceiling. It was big, like 5/8 inch
Mm-hmm.
sheetrock.
Heavy stuff.
And I was like, hey, they make these lifts at East 10 that you can
Mm-hmm.
just like crank up. And he's like, no, we don't need those. And we were just literally on scaffolding, holding the sheetrock and screwing it in. And he was, I mean,
I thought he used the force maybe. Just
yeah, exactly. But he's a strong dude.
so
Um,
that's where your carpentry skills, because you've done some carpentry
I
around.
have,
I've seen some of your wares here and
yeah,
there.
and a lot of that actually came from my dad and my grandfather. My grandfather was a woodworker and
Mm-hmm.
made a lot of wooden toys for us growing up and stuff
That's
like
cool. My
that.
grandfather
So
was a woodworker too, and
nice.
Carly's dad is a woodworker. So we're getting to know
There
how
you
to
go.
work with wood a little bit, which is
Nice,
good. And my
nice.
dad worked with wood a lot too, and so
Yeah, it's a great skill to have.
I love the smell of sawdust
Oh,
and cutting wood. It's just awesome.
it is. Um,
And you built out quite a bit of Open Doors Coffee Shop, right? Like
I
that
did.
whole bar and the barrel inside the
Yep.
bar. That's all you,
Yeah. So I built their whole coffee counter.
which is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, every time I'm in there, I'm like, Randy did a good job. Still
So
standing, which is
that's
good.
right.
I
Yeah.
mean, hadn't fallen down yet.
A lot of people tell me I overbuild, but that's all right.
Well, better to overbuild than underbuild,
Exactly.
I think. Kind of like,
So,
yeah.
so worked for John, and then I did some medical sales for a short period of time, and
Okay.
finally I was like, you know what? I just want to be in business for myself.
Yes.
Um, kind of looked around, was trying to find like what needs were out there for really downtown. I wanted to be downtown.
Right.
I was living downtown, and so I looked around for needs, and I went to visit a lot of shops, barber shops, and found a lot of really good barbers and stylists,
Mm-hmm.
but just couldn't find a shop that kind of reached to me as far as aesthetics and like where I would want to go and hang out and all that kind of stuff. And so, talked to a lot of friends and said, if this is something that I build, is it something that you would come to? And they're like, yeah, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
So there I went.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I came early on. Um, I had brought two boys, and it was a little heavy on the wallet, and I was needing to look for a cheaper option for a
There
little
you go.
while. So at that point, but Christian and I, yeah, we love coming here, and Cameron comes here occasionally. His hair is now down to his shoulders, so
Nice.
if you're listening, Cam, come see Randy's crew, and
Yeah.
they will
Get
take
you.
care of you. He wants a mullet, like
Yeah.
just
Oh,
tight on the sides. I'm like,
we love cutting a good mullet.
um, I'm like morally opposed to it personally, but we'll see.
They're trendy now.
There's a lot of trending stuff that I just don't agree with, Randy. And the mullet is on the list for me. He could shave his head bald and you look good. He's a
Yeah,
good,
yeah,
handsome kid,
yeah.
and so Christian is too. And so I just actually, I was. You guys can book online with Randy through. There's got a great app, but I was tired of doing that. And so last time I was there, I talked to the young girl. I forget Kaylee or somebody, and I said, let's just sit here for 10 minutes and book out the rest of the year.
There
And
you go.
so I just said, we're going to January next year. And just boom, 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 boom.
Nice.
Every other week, I'm going to be down there
There you
harassing
go.
you and your crew.
Nice.
And you guys do a good job.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. And so, okay. So, your friend said, yes, if you build it, we will come.
Exactly.
And that was 5 years ago. And
Yep.
so tell me a little bit about the process of opening a barber shop if somebody wants to get out there and open one and compete with you.
Yeah, yeah.
Just
So
kidding.
I didn't know anything about. I mean, I don't cut hair, so that was a thing.
Oh.
Like people are like,
I thought you learned that at Apple, or
yeah,
maybe
yeah,
John
yeah.
taught you how to do that.
Right. Yeah. If I could do it with a skill saw and a sander, maybe, but
You could probably do it.
yeah.
I think I could weed eat somebody's hair. I had a weed eater in my hand so many times I could probably shave you with a weed eater.
There you go.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't know anything about it. I just knew what I liked. And I did know customer service because
Right.
I learned probably from one of the best companies there is at Apple what customer service is about. And so I knew that side of it. And I helped with hiring at Apple. So I
Okay.
kind of knew hiring as well.
Let's pause and talk about customer service.
Yeah.
Like, just give an overview of what you learned from Apple, because that'd be awesome to hear. I'd love, and I'm in the customer service
There you
business.
go.
I think we all are on some level.
For sure. At Apple, customer service was about consistency. So with them, it was no matter if it was your first time or your 100th time coming into the store,
Uh-huh.
you were getting the exact same service every time by every employee.
Okay.
And so they really emphasized to everybody that you did the same thing, you greeted everybody the exact same way every time.
Gotcha.
Um, and then also too, that translates worldwide.
Right.
So I had the privilege of visiting an Apple store in Shanghai.
Whoa.
Same exact experience in Shanghai as it was in Philadelphia.
So they're like, hey, what's up?
Yeah, yeah,
But in Shanghai,
right. It was
it's a
however they
little
said it.
different.
Right. Um, so it's just cool to see they built this culture of customer experience,
That is cool.
and that has penetrated worldwide.
So consistent, but if it's bad, don't be consistent.
Right. And so they also, yeah, you don't want
Cons-
consistently bad. But they're also really good about, they were really good about training and making sure that you were always comfortable before you went out on your own.
Okay.
And then they're always cool with you not knowing the answer, which seems really odd at a Apple store. You would think that they want you to be completely knowledgeable,
Right.
but if someone were to come in and say, "Hey, how do I do this?" and if you didn't know, they would rather you say, "I don't know.
Right.
Let's find out."
Let's find out. Yeah.
And so you either go together
Mm-hmm.
and figure it out, or you find the smarter person in the
Sure.
room to help you find it out.
And I found that goes a long way. I mean,
Yes,
I think people, because there's that fake it till you make it kind of
right.
thing. And yeah, that should be, yeah, I think that's the right way. But a lot of times I'm just going to go, hey, I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know,
Yeah,
but I'm going to find out. Or
right.
I know Randy, he knows. And so I'm going to call you and so, um, yeah, I think that's a great way to handle some stuff.
Yeah. So it's like, translate into the shop. I never claim that I know how to cut somebody's hair,
Right.
but I hire the people that do, and the best people that do. And so, um, you know, they trust me to run the business and
Right.
customer service, and I trust them to cut hair, and do it well.
Gotcha.
And I think it's a good relationship.
Yes.
So
Now, a lot of models in the salon world, or you rent your little area there. Is that the same model here?
no, so we're a commission based,
Okay.
and I do it for a number of reasons. I hire a front desk staff for them. So I always tell them, I said, you went to school to learn to cut hair.
Right.
You didn't go to school to learn to sweep hair, how to book your appointments,
Yes.
how to roll hot towels.
Right.
So I want you to focus on cutting hair. Do it really well.
Yes. Your
I
one
will,
thing.
yeah, I will take care of everything else.
Yeah.
And so because of that, I do commission with them, and they
Okay.
love it. There's been a couple days when our front desk staff have either scheduling wise something happened or they got sick or whatever, and someone couldn't be in there, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, we need our front desk staff.
Yeah.
We need them back." And
Hmm.
so my barber staff really appreciate them, and my front desk staff really appreciate um, the barber staff. So it's again, that's a really good relationship happening there
That is
too.
a key person at our office at Keller Williams Realty. Um, we have the director of first impressions is that person's name.
Nice, I like it.
And so she goes above and beyond to welcome and take care of and yeah, and serve and just
Yeah,
serve our clients well. And you can tell. And the same thing, you go to any Keller Williams, there's a director of first impressions.
nice.
They're answering the phones, they're running around doing stuff. And
Yeah,
yeah. And so I can see it being a huge asset to your
right.
folks. And
Yeah,
I love that model of figuring out what's your one thing, how do you do it to the best of your ability, and then you don't have to worry about anything else,
yeah,
which is nice because it frees them up.
right,
They're like, hey, I can as soon as I'm done with this haircut, I'm out of here. I don't have to close up the shop. I
right,
don't
right.
have to do that kind of thing.
When they know they can take the full allotted time to cut that person's hair
Right.
and not have to rush knowing that they have to sweep hair afterwards, check their customer out afterwards, answer their phone in the middle of a haircut to book an appointment, any of that kind of stuff.
Right.
They get 45 minutes to focus on cutting somebody's hair. So there's a lot of other shops where they want you in and out in 20.
Or it felt like 15.
Yeah,
I've been like, whoa, that
yeah,
was fast.
right. And
Yeah.
so we
And it
don't,
looks like it was
yeah,
fast.
exactly. That's what I was about to say. We don't feel like you can give a quality haircut in that
Right.
amount of time. I said, you have 45. If it takes you 30, fine.
Yeah.
But, you know, just know that you have that full time to do
Right.
everything that you need to do. They walk out with the best haircuts.
Yes. And you develop, that relationship with your client, and they feel loved and taken care of and known, right?
Yeah.
You want to be known when
Yep.
you go somewhere. And so that's cool. And now, how many folks do you have as barbers in your?
We just hired a new, so that takes us up to 6.
Oh, wow.
So we have, I always get this wrong. We have 1, 2, 3, now 4 full time and 2 part time.
Okay.
So
That's cool.
yeah,
So where do you find hair? Are they barbers or
they're both. So we have barbers
hairstylists?
and stylists.
Okay. What's the difference?
Not a lot. So so the difference between basically barber school and cosmetology school is the straight razor shave.
Okay. I
That's
love that on
and
my
that's
neck.
pretty
Yeah.
much it.
Gotcha.
But even cosmetologists can straight razor on the back of the neck and stuff
Okay.
like that. It's just basically straight razor on the face.
On the face.
Barbers in school learn how to perm, color, manicures, all that kind of stuff. Same as in cosmetology school. So
That's crazy. I
yeah,
wouldn't have thought a barber would have had to learn how to do nails.
I wouldn't have either, but
Hmm.
lo and behold, they do.
Well, that changes it for me. I'm not going to go get my barber's license.
You don't want to do
I don't
nails?
want to do nails.
Oh,
I do your nails, but I
oh,
don't want to do
thanks.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the big main difference. And
Okay.
now, I mean, cosmetologists can do a crossover license and get their barber's license for pretty minimal hours and stuff. So they're trying to make it, I think, a little more, uh,
Overlapping.
yeah, just kind of one license. But
So when I come in there, there's a lot of cool stuff laying around,
yeah,
and I typically take some of it.
yeah,
Um,
sure.
Sometimes I pay for it, sometimes I don't. But tell me about that. What's up with all these cool little items? It's like
Yeah,
something that you and Wonka brainchild, like, this would be good for camping, or this would feel good to walk around and hike in.
yeah,
And
exactly. So I can't take full credit for all of the cool stuff in there. Patrick Muncie really is the
I think you could take full credit.
he is the really brainchild behind that. He had a company called the Foul Anchor,
Yes.
which used to be on Market Street.
Is that on your shirt?
Kind of. This is our new branded logo that
Nice.
when the two shops. So I brought Foul Anchor into the barber shop,
Okay.
and
And you partnered.
we partnered at the beginning, and then I bought him out like 2.5 years ago.
Smart.
And so he still helps out with the shop a bit, helping.
He is a cool guy. He's
He
got a
is.
good taste. I
Yeah.
like Pat a lot.
So what I'll do sometimes, I'll be like, "Hey, I think we should have something kind of like this," and he'll go find a really cool company that sells those things,
Ah,
um, and
yeah, you had
kind of
like
make that
Stanley
relation.
thermoses there for a while,
Yep.
and I wanted to get Carly one of those. It was a sleeping bag, but it was a jacket.
Yeah.
I need to see if you can find me one of those.
Your arms and legs could come out.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Kind of like
Polar.
a really nice snuggie.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. It's the original snuggie. I
The
don't know if it was
original.
original or not,
It
but
was old school snuggie.
yeah. So Patrick helps source a lot of that kind of stuff. So we try to keep it all at least small batch or mostly American made.
Mm-hmm.
Stanley's not even American made anymore, so
Really?
no. But I know.
What are you gonna do?
So all of our leather goods are handmade,
Mm-hmm.
small batch. A lot of our hair care products are
Mm-hmm.
just like some dude out of his garage, like mixing pomades and beard oils.
That's cool.
Yeah. So
Some guy Duke Cannon's
yeah,
making big bars
exactly.
of soap in his
Yeah.
backyard.
They've kind of blown up. But they're still a really good product.
Yeah,
Veteran owned, and they give portions back to the veterans. And so, really cool company.
that is cool.
But yeah, so we try to stay as much as we can small batch
Mm-hmm.
American made products. But so, and they're constantly changing and always new stuff kind of coming in. And then we have those staples that we'll always have and always carry. But
That's cool. Yeah, I like a lot of it. Just seems manly kind of stuff.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yeah. And then across the hall, you have some kind of new addition
Yeah. So
that went over real well last year, I'm sure.
yeah. Uh, she's 2 years now
Okay.
over there. But Tara is our massage therapist across the hall.
Okay.
And she is really good.
I've heard good things.
She
I need to
is
come see.
her specialty is like deep tissue massage.
Oh,
So she does a lot with like sports massages
mm-hmm.
and so it really fits well for guys that are working out a lot
Yes.
or whatever. And most of the time guys don't feel like their persona of massage is like some spa that's
Right.
just I'm going to relax and get covered in chocolate or whatever.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, no, I've had one of those before. um but hers is um it's more like recovery therapy.
Yes.
I had a bad shoulder once, and I mean I still have a bad shoulder, but she really worked it out. She does cupping,
Uh-huh.
which I don't know if you've ever had
Oh
cupping
yeah.
before or
We've
not.
got a guy we go see. Carly went and saw him yesterday. He does
Nice.
cupping and
Yeah.
um
And it was crazy how like quick my shoulder loosened up, and like I could feel the blood flowing back into my
it
hand and
is
stuff.
nuts. It looks like an alien that abducted you
Yeah.
for a while
Yeah,
and you got these little
exactly.
circles all over
Yeah,
you and
got attacked by an
yeah.
octopus or something. But so she does really good at focusing on kind of those pain points. Now it causes some pain points when she's doing it. I
Oh
mean,
my gosh.
she gets in there.
I have to breathe like
Yeah.
it's gonna
So,
be okay.
but
Yeah.
she's really good. And we've enjoyed having her.
That's
So,
awesome. And
yep.
so that probably was let's just talk about last year for
Sure.
your whole business.
Yeah.
How did that go for you with
Yeah. So
COVID?
they shut us down for 3 months.
Mm,
Um, and we were kind of one of the last industries to come back or to be allowed back, which is kind of crazy to us. I understand the massage part of it because you're,
really close.
right.
Yeah. It's hard to be masked up.
Yeah. But the barber side of it, barber shops and like tattoo shops are probably two of the most sanitary places that you'll go
Yeah.
get, um, you know, whatever visit. And so we just didn't really understand, but it is what it is. So we followed all the guidelines and um, opened when we were allowed to. And when we did open, we had to have an empty chair in between each.
Hmm.
So we could only have three working at a time. Um,
You're like, we're gonna rearrange the office.
yeah, yeah. Thought about just cutting hair outside, but
Oh, that's a good idea.
um,
Drive by, drive through.
there you go. Uh, so yeah, I
The
mean,
left
it
side
was
looks great.
it was tough, but we made it, and we're still open. So
Yes, you are.
we had some amazing our customers, and they're more like family than they are customers, but really supported us through the shutdown. We had several that just said, look, I'm going to support my barber. Here's $100, just send it their way, because they knew that. I mean, there wasn't anything they could do at the time. I
Right,
mean,
right. And you still have a lease to pay. You
yeah.
got utility. I mean,
So
you got to keep the lights on.
right.
So that's
So
awesome.
they supported our barbers well and through all that.
And that's why community again comes back to why Johnson City is just an amazing place to live.
It is exactly. Yeah, they really came around, and we were doing online product sales, and we'd deliver it to your house. And so we had people that were buying T-shirts and hoodies and all kinds of stuff. And I would go deliver it to their house, and
That's cool.
so yeah, it was a good time.
Hmm.
So
Now, what do you kind of get? I look at you and I'm like, Randy's always got an idea or got something going on. What's next for you? I mean, this barber gig seems to be going fairly well,
it is.
and I can see you kind of going, all right, let's start something else and add to it. Is that
Yeah,
something that's on the radar?
it is. My staff are always saying they can tell when I'm getting bored,
Yeah.
because I either completely rearrange the shop, which I've done several times now, and they'll come in, they'll be like, "Oh, what happened?" And
Why?
yeah, so I was telling them the other day, I was like, you know what, I think I want to. And they're like, no, don't. They're like, it's working. So they're like, find something else to work on. So we're working on a few different ideas for the barbershop.
Okay.
So one of them's a potential, and this kind of came out of it. We really had the idea before COVID, but then during COVID, it really kind of is doing some sort of like mobile barbershop. Um,
Like mobile dog grooming.
yeah, to where we can like come to you, and it's there's only one person, one or two people in the bus at a time, and typically it's someone that and so it's a lot easier to keep it, clean and sanitary. In that case, there's not people walking in to shop and stuff like that. So,
Right.
um,
A little more private.
yeah, and then
Would you also like have somebody driving the bus, and then like you could have like a tour of Johnson City while you're getting your
there you
haircut?
go, there you
And
go.
then
I don't,
later at night we can do ghost tours.
yeah, I don't know how well a haircut would look on a moving bus, though.
Hey, I know that your folks downstairs are awesome. They could probably do it.
Yeah,
No
yeah.
problem.
Speed bumps might cause an issue. I don't know.
It'll grow back.
Yeah. So that's
That's a
one of
good
the things
idea.
that we're
I
kind
like
of
it.
looking at and working on.
Yeah.
So and that would allow us to kind of hit other parts of the city,
Uh-huh.
or people that just can't get out of work in time, and um, you know whatever to get here. So
I know sometimes I've started booking my haircuts in the mornings, but in the afternoons it's nice to get a little
refreshment.
yes. So where did the idea of a beer and a haircut come into play?
So it really came. A lot of the shop is really from this barbershop that I used to visit in Philly, when I was living up there, and it was right in the little town that I was living in, and I could walk over there, and they had this massive cooler, and it was only full of PBR.
Nice.
But I mean, it was like
Pabst
eight.
Blue Ribbon for those who don't know
Oh
what
yeah, yeah.
PBR is.
The blue ribbon of beer.
Yeah.
And it was. I mean, there was PBR for days in there,
Oh man.
and you'd walk in, they'd be, hey, just grab you a drink out. They would have cornhole out back.
You were like 14, 15 at the
Yeah,
time?
exactly. And so I would just hang out, and like there was guys that would come there like 30 minutes before their haircut, or hang out for another hour
Yeah.
after their haircut.
Yeah.
They just hang out. And I was like, man, I want that.
That's a cool idea.
Yeah. And so when we opened the shop, I always hear my wife, like when she goes to like salons or whatever, they offer like a glass of wine
Yes.
or something. And
When I'm getting my nails done, I
yeah,
guess.
exactly.
Yeah.
And so I said, you know what, we're just gonna offer beer.
Yes.
And so we have 2 canned beers, and then we always have a rotating local beer on draft. So right now we have Johnson City Brewing's Kick a Coriander
Oh,
on draft, which is a quality beer.
that is a good beer. We've got some great breweries around town.
We do. We do.
It might be fun to have like a haircut, and then you have like a little brew stop after. Like you could say, okay, go to these 3 breweries
Oh,
or
there you
something
go.
like that, maybe,
Yeah.
and engage those folks as well. That could be fun.
Yeah.
Because we do have a lot of great spots to get a beer here.
We do.
And then, if you're so inclined, you can bring a bottle of brown water
You can.
and leave it on the wall.
Yeah. So we used to have what's called a whiskey locker, and it was
Yes,
this
it was that old refrigerator.
old refrigerator. And we would store them inside of there, but no one ever saw them. And so during COVID, we rearranged the shop, and we decided, let's get rid of the fridge and put them all on the wall.
Yes.
For everyone to see.
Mm-hmm.
And I was amazed at how many folks have been coming to us for like 3 years. They're like, oh man, when'd you get all the whiskey? Like, oh, it's always been in here. It was just in that fridge.
But you got to bring your own.
Yeah. And they're like, oh. And so folks will bring their bourbon or whiskey, and we put it on the shelf, tag it with their name.
Yep.
And they can have some anytime they come in. We have glasses and ice, and we even have some folks that when they come downtown to like go eat dinner or whatever,
roll in.
Yeah, they'll roll in, maybe have a sip or two, and then
that's a great idea.
Head on for the night.
All right, not this Saturday. Next Saturday, I'll bring a bottle.
There you
put
go.
It on the wall.
Yeah,
that'll be good.
We also have a couple of house ones that if
you don't have something, What's the house bourbon?
Let's see. We have a Basil Hayden's up there right now.
Oh yeah,
and a Bibb and Tucker.
Yep.
So
my friend Twan likes Bibb and Tucker.
It's a good one.
Yeah, it is a good one, and Basil Hayden's great too. My dad likes that one. I've gotten to whiskeys lately. It's or bourbon really.
Yeah.
It's fun.
It is.
I'm enjoying the thousands of different flavors.
Oh man, there's so many.
And it's just cool.
Yeah.
And so how it was made and how it's kind of near our area, I mean, Kentucky's not too far away. And so I feel like we're kind of in the bourbon country for sure. So.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So you're going to think about doing some stuff with the, what else is going on downtown that you see happening that's really cool right now?
So, because of COVID and stuff, we can't have all the festivals that we
Right.
normally have and all
Oh
that
yeah, I
kind
heard
of
about
stuff.
this morning talking to my dentist
Um,
actually.
so, but we are going to get to have Meet the Mountains Festival this summer, which I think will be probably the first thing that's going to happen in Johnson City since COVID that I know
Is that
of.
going to be out at Founders Park again?
Hmm.
Yeah, that was cool.
It is. It's a really cool festival. The dog
Mhm.
jumping thing is my favorite.
I didn't see that.
They got this huge pool, and they do the throw the bone out, and the dog like sees how
Launches.
launches. You can bring your own dog and see if it'll jump. Mine hates the water, so it
Mine
definitely
would
will
be
not.
like, nah. We have two. One of them would probably go for it.
Yeah,
She would be all over it. Cooper would be like, I'm good.
right. I want to see them let like humans do it.
Oh, that's a great idea.
If they can catch the bone.
Yeah, I'll throw it for you.
All right.
And then I heard today, since they're not having Blue Plum, they're offering grants to local businesses potentially.
Oh,
So
I haven't even heard that.
you need to look into that. You can
Yeah,
get
for
your
sure.
little grant.
That's cool. But yeah, and so I will say one of the coolest things that has just opened in downtown, and it's really like the parks of downtown are really kind of what has
Yes,
like
collected when they connected.
yeah,
Because you got Founders over here, right, and
yeah,
then you got the
King,
King Commons
yep,
area underneath the big sign that says "Welcome to
yeah,
Johnson City."
and now they have that really cool new playground up by the library. I don't know if you've seen it. Your boys may be a little too old to go play on the little
We're
playground, but
never too old to go play on playgrounds. We're gonna go do it.
there you go. But it's
Yeah, Jenny Brock talked about that last time
yeah,
on the
yeah.
podcast, and so
So a buddy of mine, John Tilley, actually had kind of the original idea
yeah, he
for
wanted to do
it.
a little pump track downtown.
Yeah.
We talked about that.
So it's got just big rocks all over the place, and it's got this astroturf that you can sled down or not sled down, but slide down.
Slide down.
And then it's got these cool like music apparatuses that you can beat and bang on, and it makes cool noises. So I took my son there 2 weeks ago, and he's only one, but he loved it just walking around.
That was in
and
that hole where Intaro used to be.
Yes.
Emily just showed me a picture of
Yep.
it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's cool.
So it's every time I drive by it, like in the afternoons and stuff, it's packed full of kids.
Isn't that cool?
Which is really cool.
So it's kind of like that old, if they build it,
Yeah.
if you build it, they'll come kind of thing.
Exactly.
Field of Dreams is
Yeah.
where I was going with that. My brain wasn't quite there. Yeah, and so I think it'd be neat to see. I may have to get somebody from the planning commission on here to talk about.
There you go.
Okay, so we got this, and this. What else are we going to do?
Yeah, for sure.
Because Johnson City is growing and developing, and we do have a ton of kids and a ton of outdoor stuff. What do you love to do outdoors in our area?
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing?
I think my wife and I collectively, our favorite thing is to hike.
Mm-hmm.
You can not hike the same trail
for a year.
And not even have to travel all that far to hit a new trail. No. So it's just great. You can within minutes get into the mountains and feel like you're miles, hundreds of miles from anywhere.
Yeah.
And then I do enjoy going up to Tannery, riding mountain bikes and stuff like that.
Do you like catching air?
You're
an air guy?
I probably was more it's kids kind of bring you a little more back down to earth.
Like I got a little mouth to feed.
Yeah,
I can't just like crack my brain open.
Yeah, exactly.
One of our guys on our team who we love and pray for regular because he does a lot of this crazy stuff. He like jacked up his arm last year. He had a concussion. He went to the hospital because he was like, whoo, and then went over his handlebars.
Yeah.
And he just loves flying. Will Hunter is a biking crazy man. And yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm a little more on your side of it. I'm a little more timid.
Right.
I haven't even been up there yet. I need to get up there.
Oh man, it's a great.
I've got a Huffy bike. Will that work? Or maybe like my 10-speed? Can I take that?
That may be a little rough. You can take it on the pump track.
There you go. I do need to get up there. We need to take Christian up there.
Man, it's a good time, and they are top-notch trails.
That's what I've heard. Somebody told me the other day they went up and there were like 10 cars, right? And like 8 of them had different license plates from all over the place.
Yeah. There was the day that they opened it, there was guys that were and girls that were driving over from Asheville just to be able to ride on opening day. I was running a shuttle bus up and down the mountain for that day, and I picked up a couple down in the parking lot. And they're like, "Oh man, we were trying to get out of work early because we knew we wanted to get over here before it got dark, and like we know we only have like an hour or two to ride, but we just wanted to be able to get over here and say that we got to ride it on opening day."
Wow. And that's from Asheville,
Yeah,
right? And we look at them going, you guys have got it going on.
yeah,
That's cool to
exactly.
hear.
So, but yeah, there's folks that come from all over the place just to uh, ride those trails.
Yeah.
So,
It's,
and there's more to come. I mean, that's the cool thing.
yeah. Yeah. And I think the city planning has done a good job of thinking into the future. And so hopefully we can continue to think that way and
Yeah,
shape our city in a great way, but not lose what makes it awesome, which
right.
is community. And, I feel like just great moral values here. We just truly love one another,
For
and
sure.
you really show that off in the way you give to rise up your time and your resources. And every time I see you, you got a smile on your face, and it just you make Johnson City a better place to live. And one of
I
the great
appreciate
things
it.
about it, and I mean, who doesn't want to get a great haircut, get a cold beer, and buy something cool that I probably would never use, like field notes. If I make it out to the field, that'll be great.
Yeah.
But
Just
yeah,
ask Jose about using field notes.
oh yeah, does he
Yeah,
do
he
that?
carries. He's got boxes. You have to ask him sometime when you see him.
Okay,
He has boxes that they're all categorized by the month,
good
and
for him.
he
So field
carries.
notes are a little notebook
Yep,
that you carry with you, and you've got some cool ones
we do.
downstairs, and so you just carry them with you. And
Carry him with
anytime you
him.
have an
Jot down
idea, meet
ideas.
somebody, met Randy
Yeah,
Almanzor,
just
get a
whatever. I mean,
haircut.
you'll if you flip through like some of Jose's, there's be just drawings of random stuff in there. But yeah, notes and
He is
but
an idea guy for sure.
100%.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, he's got
I'll
ideas.
see if I can talk him to being on here.
Yeah,
He might come on. He's pretty highfalutin now, though.
he
I'm
is.
gonna have
He
to
is.
pay him to come on.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll bring some of your field notes, and we'll just go through
Get
them.
on his NASCAR schedule.
Oh yeah, for sure. And the race is back, right? They're
Yeah,
back.
next weekend.
Yeah, and they're doing
Well,
dirt
they've been running dirt races for
for a couple
like
weeks now.
2 weeks
Yeah,
now.
which is I'm excited. I love all the guys at the racetrack and
Yeah,
gals, and it's an awesome place to go visit too. In
yeah,
Bristol, just north of us, the Bristol Motor Speedway,
that's right.
and
Last
so
great Coliseum.
yeah, and I was really concerned for all those guys last year too, and so I'm glad they've navigated the waters well, I think, and
Yeah, I mean, this thing's been sold out for months now.
yeah, that's great.
Uh, so I
Yeah.
think it'll be a cool experience.
Anything else you want to share with our listeners today, Randy? Any closing thoughts or anything that we didn't talk about that you'd like? Oh, you should have said this, or
No, I mean um, we have been beyond blessed in this time,
mm-hmm.
uh, and come out of it a lot better than a lot of others. And so we are very appreciative to the city that we live in,
Mm-hmm.
um, for helping us,
Yeah,
make it to 2021.
yeah,
So, but yeah, I mean,
yeah. I don't know of a lot of other places that are just going to call you up and buy stuff because they know you need to,
right.
you know, and it's just because again we love each other, and
Yeah,
so.
for sure.
Well, thank you for what you do for our city. Thank you for allowing me to get a decent haircut and making me look as good as possible.
Do what
And
we can.
so, yeah, if you start doing facials and that kind of thing, people say that would help me as well
All right.
as a good
We'll
haircut.
see what
So,
we can do.
and then you need stylists. Like I'm a work in progress. We don't have enough time for you to fix me up. But yeah, thanks for coming
Yeah.
on the podcast today.
Thanks for
Thanks
having
for
me,
letting us
Colin.
learn about. Oh, we didn't even talk about where the name C.S.
Oh
McCullough's
yeah,
came from.
that's my
So,
grandfather. So my middle name is actually McCullough.
uh-huh.
That's my mom's dad.
Okay.
He was not a barber either.
Okay. He was a woodworker.
He was a woodworker, but
Nice.
his profession was a physics professor. He was a farmer. So just a hardworking dude in general. There's actually a drawing of him down in
I've seen that.
looking real dapper,
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, it was named after him. We assume that not many folks could say or pronounce Almanzor.
Yeah.
So C.S. McCullough's kind of had a little better ring to it. And plus, I mean, he was a huge influence in my life.
Mm,
And have some really cool like old things of his around the shop, like his track spikes and
that's cool.
some of his woodworking tools and stuff like that. So
That's neat. So you're carrying his legacy forward.
Yeah, we try. So, but yeah, it was my
So that's the
grandfather.
name of your business, is CS McCullough's,
C.S. McCullough's.
and it's downtown Johnson City, right in the heart of Johnson City.
Yep.
You can come get a haircut, a beer, come pick out some cool stuff.
Yeah, just come hang out.
You can make an appointment online, and so yeah, it's awesome. I tell everybody when we're moving them here, I said, if you need a great haircut, go down to CS McCullough's.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, I need to throw in a little something in our gift basket for them
There you go.
get a little haircut when you buy a house from us. So
there you go.
well, thank you for coming in.
Appreciate
Thanks
you,
for
Colin.
being my friend. And
Yeah.
yeah, we'll talk to you guys soon, and have a great day.
Thank you.